All right. All right. Thank everybody for tuning in. Just want to be able to talk to you guys just briefly on this D-Law situation. Franchise tag him. I understand. It's just one of those things where as I try to put this into my mind, either you pay the guy the big money or you just keep him at the franchise tag. My thing is, my only reservation with the big money contract. We do know that collectively, once you pay a Cowboys guy big money outside of the offensive line, they seem to somehow decline or regress or something weird happen with injuries. I'm so scared of that. Oh my goodness. Damn. What do we do with this? But just keep him at the franchise tag. Prove it to me. Let me know if you are able to produce the same product next year, and then I'll just reach into the pocket from there. That's just all I have from that aspect of it. I know that it takes time. It's just going to take one of those things where for a fact, once we pay a guy, it just seems to somehow, some way, things happen. Crazy things outside of the norm, right? And speaking of that, I do understand that a lot of people collectively want to say that Dak Prescott suck. And I understand that too as well. I can preach to the high heavens and say that it takes time for the chemistry between Tony Romo and Dez Bryant to happen. And we understand that too as well. Those who've been watching football film and tape. A lot of people, a lot of fans, I noticed the great divide with the Dez Bryant and Dak Prescott. I understand that a lot of people are not waiting or not wanting the time to develop. I understand that we sitting here saying that we got a Super Bowl opportunity now. Bring Tony Romo back. Bring him out of the booth. He is better thrower than Dak Prescott. And I'm sitting here saying like, oh yes, he is a better thrower than Dak Prescott. We arguing about the same thing. But the problem is that Tony Romo, he no longer play for the Cowboys. So put that into a box of your imaginations with the unicorns and the rainbows and the lucky charms of gold or whatever you may have. Put those things in a box next to a shelf of post-reality, because that's not the reality of it. And then one can say, well, the reality of it is that Dak Prescott can't make every throw. I understand that too as well. It is going to take time for the chemistry between Dak Prescott and Desmond Bryant. Now, do I think that Dez Bryant is a number one receiver? I'm going to say this and I'm going to repeat. I'm going to say this. Yes, he is a number one receiver. Just may not be the number one receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that being said, it just happens sometimes like that. If they show the same type of product from last year, he's off the team. That's just the reality of it. That's what I'm saying. I do know that there's film makers out there now that's going out saying that Dak Prescott suck and these are his inconsistencies of throws. I can go back and show the same film of Tony Romo to Dez Bryant of saying that he can't make every throw. Well, he can make every throw, but it took time for the chemistry to develop. And I understand that we always like to go back and forth as Cowboys Nation, as Cowboys fans, of trying to say, okay, who's right, who's wrong, you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong. At the same time, at the end of the day, Jerry Jones run this team. So submit all that energy, that effort to Jerry Jones. Submit that information to Jason Garrett. Don't submit it to me. I can't change the outcome of any game. I can't change anything. I'm not making plays. I'm not making calls. I'm not doing out there signing players. I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm just speaking you guys the raw of my mind, of what I'm seeing out there on the field, what I've looked at on tape and film. I'm just letting you guys know that. And I'm not trying to embed any type of fictitious, any type of excuse for Dak Prescott. He needs to develop. I'm saying that he needs to step through his throw. I'm saying that he needs to work on his fade pattern, back shoulder fade. He needs to work on those things. He needs to work on adjusting his route combinations as far as the blitz. Now, he is like top 5 quarterback, top 3 or something like that against the blitz and tight window throws. He's number 1 in the National Football League. He doing a lot of good things for the National Football League as it relates to stats. And I'm not a big stats muncher guy, but if we want to put that out there, he never had a losing season, right? We can put that out there, right? 13-3 his rookie year, 9-7 his sophomore year. Let's see what the third year is all about. Dallas Cowboys fan base collectively, all I'm saying is don't rush yourself too much. We still have yet to win a Super Bowl in all these years, right? We can understand this philosophy. If one thing we can agree on, let's just agree on this. This team is so close to getting back to the playoff. All we need, just listen to me just for 1 second. second. Hey, I read your comments and I listen to you guys spit your rhetoric on this. But just listen to me. Just listen to me. Listen. I'm like that guy, Linda, listen, Linda. Just listen to me right now on this aspect. We're number 8 overall in defense, right? Can we agree? That's fantastic. Let's give us kudos for that. So what we can do to make it past the playoff and to the Super Bowl is to make the number 8 overall in defense number 2, number 3. And how can you do that? You go out, you get a solid stud defensive tackle. You go out or you get a solid stud defensive guy like a Derwin James. Maybe you go out and grab best linebacker in the draft. But me personally, you build from the inside out. You get that big plug that can fit in the middle. You get that guy that can create pressure on the line. Pay D-Law up. You pay him up. Maybe the franchise tag him and say, hey, prove it. Prove it to me again. Prove it. You somehow tender David Irving. You somehow tender him. You bring back some good pieces, some solid pieces on this line. And remember this. If you don't remember anything else, our defense is set up through our run. So Dak Prescott is out of the picture anyhow. You figure out a way to find a guard to solidify this offensive line. You got Zeke. You somehow get Roger Goodell out of our asses. That's our main problem. If you get Roger Goodell out of our ass, we can figure out a way to win for this nation. So you figure out that too as well, Cowboys Nation. So if we need to do anything, reach out to Roger Goodell and say, hey, we love our team wholeheartedly, but leave us alone. But neither here nor there. We figure out a way to get a guard to help this offensive line out. We know that La'el Collins on the right tackle, he's going to be even more solid this year because he played pretty good, played pretty decent last year. Figure out a way to get a guard. Best option would be to feed Zeke. We figure out that. We maybe get a nice, solid, complimentary piece in the running back. I heard news out there that, hey, DeMarco Murray might come back to the Cowboys. I heard that out there, believe it or not. That's the scenario. Can you imagine having Zeke and DeMarco Murray out there? That would be crazy. That would be nice. But we figure out number 45. Maybe he can just be that nice change of pace running back. But we figure these things out, right? Just hear me out. If we move that line from number 8 overall defense to maybe 3, maybe 2, and then we are in the mixing bowl of going deep down into the playoff and maybe hosting the Lombardi Trophy, right? It can be possible. Just allow time. Just don't be so much in a rush, guys. I understand that a lot of fan base don't like Dak Prescott. Rightfully so. You're sitting there looking at the game and you're saying, okay, Tony Romes would have made that throw, or Tony Romes would have made that throw, or this throw or that throw, however you want to look at it. But we don't have that luxury of going back, reaching out and grabbing a quarterback and inserting Cooper Rush or whatever the thoughts are out there. We don't have that, but we do have Dak Prescott. We do know that the guy can win 13 games. We do know that the guy can win 9 games, however you want to look at it. We understand that. Okay, everybody calm down, sit down, relax. I understand. I love the team just like you guys love the team. We want what's best for our team. So with that being said, just let time take its natural process. I hate to say the word process because Jason Garrett kind of ruined that word for me, but it's just gonna take time. I'm not trying to say trust the process, because if Jason Garrett don't improve this year, the guy is out and we get us another coach, maybe Jim Harbaugh, somebody like that, that would make me, now that's what I would wait for. I would rather, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. You guys know I'm not gonna say that. But that's all I have for today. I really thank you guys for yours. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to be part of the notification squad, hit that notification bell at the bottom of this video. You know how to do this thing, baby. I can't tell you guys no more, but that's been my time, guys. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.